The Los Angeles Lakers are on the edge of something massive, something that could change everything. The air is thick with rumors. Whispers of a blockbuster trade aren't just speculation anymore. Multiple sources are confirming it. Moves are coming, and they're coming fast. This isn't another offseason filled with empty promises. No, this time it feels different. This time, there's a fire behind every headline, and that fire is being stoked by none other than Rob Pelinka himself. He's not hiding. He's not sugarcoating. He's publicly hinting at significant player movement, reinforcing what insiders have been suggesting all along. The Lakers front office is done being patient. They know time is ticking. They know LeBron James doesn't have many more seasons left. No, they know the fan base, millions of voices that bleed purple and gold are tired of waiting, tired of mediocrity, tired of heartbreaks in April and silence in June. That's why this offseason isn't about tweaking. It's about transformation. The vision is clear. The Lakers are targeting a starting center and a lethal 3-and-D wing. But this isn't about a single trade. It's about a domino effect. One piece falls, and the whole board could change. Jaren Jackson Jr. is one of the most electrifying names on the list. Defensive menace, a modern big man who can stretch the floor. Acquiring him wouldn't come cheap. It would cost the Lakers significant assets, maybe too much, but maybe just enough to tip the scales. Alongside Jackson, Cam Johnson's name keeps surfacing. He shoots nearly 40% from deep. A textbook 3-on-D wing who doesn't just shoot, he silences crowds. He's what the Lakers have needed since KCP left. It's a kind of player who doesn't blink in the playoffs. But again, there's a price. The Brooklyn Nets once demanded multiple first-round picks for him. Now, after a quieter post-deadline period, that price might have dropped. The Lakers always lurking, always calculating, could be ready to strike. If the Lakers take a more measured path, Daniel Gafford enters the frame. A force down low. He's playoff-tested and more affordable than Jackson. He doesn't have the glamour or star power, but he brings grit, physicality, and rim protection, something the Lakers desperately lacked in key moments this season. Nice Claxton is another intriguing piece. Longer, younger, with upside that could blossom next to LeBron or maybe Luka Doncic. Yes, Luka, that name's been floating in the air like a phantom. No one's saying it out loud, not officially. But the connection is real. Interest is mutual. And if the Lakers are truly building a new core, it won't be around aging stars IDL. Be centered on the future. A future where Luka leads the charge. Future where trades made now could open the door for the biggest shock of all. None of this comes without sacrifice. Dalton Knecht, one of the most promising young prospects, could be used as bait, along with draft picks, multiple picks, and depth. Rui Hachimura, Dorian Finney-Smith, solid, consistent, talented. But in this league, loyalty is a myth. Even solid isn't safe when greatness is on the table. And speaking of safe, who is? LeBron James, untouchable. Luka, if he joins, he's the future. But beyond that, no one's protected. Not even Austin Reeves. Not even Rui. The fan favorites. The faces we thought would be part of the next chapter. All now living in uncertainty. And maybe that's the point. Maybe the Lakers need to tear down what's familiar to rebuild what's unstoppable. This past season exposed cracks. The kind of cracks that can't be patched. They need to be rebuilt from the foundation up. Because right now, there's doubt, skepticism about how close this team really is to contending. Denver, Boston, Milwaukee, Golden State. These aren't just teams, they're machines. Relentless, ruthless, and the Lakers. They've been inconsistent. Flashes of brilliance drowned by long nights of confusion. That's why the front office knows that bold moves aren't optional, they're necessary. Let's not forget what's at stake. LeBron isn't waiting forever. At 39, he's still dropping 27 points a night, but time is undefeated. He needs help, real help, and he needs it now. That's why Pelinka isn't playing it safe. That's why this offseason might be the most aggressive in years. Imagine it. A lineup anchored by Daniel Gafford's defense, with Cam Johnson spacing the floor, knocking down threes. Jaren Jackson Jr. crashing the paint, altering shots. And then Luka Doncic finally in purple and gold, running the offense. Dissecting defenses and carrying the torch LeBron once held. It's not just a dream. It's being built, brick by brick, behind the scenes. To get there, sacrifices must be made. The Lakers front office is reportedly willing to move not one or two, but several pieces. These aren't throwaways, they're meaningful players. Austin Reeves, who averaged 15.9 points this season and became a clutch-time option. Rui Hachimura, who contributed 13.6 points and brought size and strength at the wing. Even D'Angelo Russell, who had stretches where he looked like an all-star, is on the bubble. No one is untouchable. And then there's the drama. It's a kind that only the Lakers can bring. Deals that fall apart at the last second. Rumors that explode across the internet. Fan meltdowns. Media hysteria. But behind all that noise, there's a strategy. Pelinka is playing chess, not checkers. He's maneuvering, calculating, preparing for something seismic. Sources close to the organization say the Lakers aren't interested in middle-tier results anymore. Making the playoffs isn't enough. Even a second-round exit isn't satisfying. This franchise was built on banners, and only a banner will silence the critics, restore the faith, and honor the legacy of those who came before Kobe, Magic, Kareem. So what happens next? That's the million-dollar question. Or maybe the $100 million question, considering the salaries in play. But one thing's certain. This offseason will define the next 5 years of Lakers basketball. It's a fork in the road. One path leads to more of the same hope, followed by disappointment. The other, it leads to a revolution. One that could shake the league, and you can feel it. The city of Los Angeles is holding its breath. Fans checking Twitter every hour. Reporters circling like vultures. Players unsure whether they're staying or packing their bags. This is the calm before the storm. And when it breaks, when that first trade hits, won't be quiet. It'll be a thunderclap. One that echoes across the league. Because the Lakers aren't chasing a playoff berth. They're chasing immortality. They're not interested in good. They're aiming for unforgettable. And the cost, painful, risky, but necessary. Yes. Because in this league, you don't win by standing still. You win by leaping and hoping the net appears. The Lakers are leaping. When the dust settles, when the new roster is unveiled, when the lights hit the hardwood at Crypto. Com Arena again, this won't be the same team. It'll be a new chapter. One written in fire, forged through sacrifice, and built for one purpose, to win. And when that time comes, when the ball tips off, and a new look, Lakers squad takes the floor, one question will hang in the air. Was it worth it? Time will tell. But one thing is certain. They're not waiting anymore. They're acting. The league better be ready, because the storm is coming. It's wearing purple and gold. Here's a crucial insight for you. Diving into financial education can significantly elevate your quality of life. In the realm of finance, take the time to explore bonds and stocks, with a special emphasis on real estate investment trusts. These investments have the potential to generate passive income. Approach this journey with diligence and opt for reputable investment brokerages globally. By doing so, you'll be laying a solid foundation for a more secure and prosperous future.